In this video, I will answer some questions of chapter Sources of Energy. First is, what is good source of energy? What is good source of energy? So the answer is, a good source of energy is that in which performs a large amount of work per unit volume or mass, or you can say whose calorific value is very high. What is calorific value? The amount of heat energy produced by burning 1 kg of fuel completely is called its calorific value. Okay, so means it should have high calorific value. Second, it is easy to accessible, means it is easy to obtain, it is easy to get. Third, it is easy to transport and store. Yes, it is easy to transport and store. This is important one. And the last but not the least is that it should be economical, means it should be cheap, सस्ता होना चाहिए, isn't it? So these are the good source of energy. You can say the good source of energy. Now, next question is about what is a good fuel? So a good fuel is one which has high calorific value, the same thing here. Second, produces less smoke and on burning. Okay, it should not produce too much of smoke. Okay, has low cost and is easily available. Low cost and easily available. Has an ignition temperature that is well above the normal temperature. This is important. This means the ignition temperature of the fuel should be a little more than the normal temperature. What is ignition temperature? So a temperature at which a fuel catches fire is called its ignition temperature. You know, the ignition temperature of hydrogen is very low. It catches fire at low temperature, and so it should not be so much low. So it should be a little more than normal temperature. The next question is, if you could use any source of energy for heating your food, which one would you use and why? Which source of energy you will use for heating food and why? So we would use a microwave oven, yes, for heating the food, as it heats at uniformly and cleanly without loss in its nutritional value. So microwave oven it is here, microwave oven. So this is good for heating purpose, for heating food. The next question, what are the advantages of fossil fuels? Advantages of fossil fuel. So fossil fuel like coal, petroleum and natural gases, so are known as fossil fuel. So they have the following disadvantages. Number one, so there are non-renewable sources of energy, means they cannot be renewed in a very short time. It gets about thousands of years or more than that to renew. So this is not renewable. Next, it is air pollution is caused by burning fossil fuels. Yes, fossil fuel produces smokes, carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, means oxides of nitrogen and oxides of sulfur are produced by burning fossil fuel. So this is not good. So this is one of the disadvantages. Now, carbon dioxide produced by burning these fuels produce greenhouse effect. Yes, you know greenhouse effect. Carbon dioxide is a heavy gas, okay, and it absorbs heat. So, whenever a fossil fuel is burned, it is sure that one of the product is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide produces greenhouse effect. Next, the oxides of carbon, nitrogen and sulfur, which are released on burning these fuels, lead to acid rains, which affect the soil and water, and ultimately it affects the living things, including human beings. So fossil fuels on burning produces oxides of carbon, oxides of sulfur and oxides of nitrogen. So these are okay. So these produces acid rain. Whenever the first rain, okay, the first rain, okay, dissolves these gases present in the atmosphere and make water acidic. It also makes water acidic, as well as the soil is also made acidic. So this is very harmful. Next, why are we looking at alternate source of energy? The next question is that why are we looking at alternate source of energy? So this is fossil fuel. The main source of energy at present is the fossil fuel. So fossil fuels, okay, were formed due to extraordinary condition, so that prevailed on the earth many millions years ago. Many millions years ago. Yes, fossil fuel takes about millions of years. So no new reservoirs of these fossil fuels are being formed due to the absence of these conditions. Yes, so these conditions were prevailing long before, very long before, about millions of years ago. Now these conditions are not prevailing nowadays. So as such, fossil fuels are non-renewable sources of energy. It's okay, non-renewable source of energy. So it is due to this reason that we should conserve these sources and look for alternate source of energy. So that is why it is important to conserve these fossil fuels, so that by that time, when it comes to an end, when the fossil fuel comes to an end, we should have an alternate source of energy, because energy is required in every field of life. Every field of life it is required. So that is why you should conserve. So now the next question is, how has the traditional use of wind and water energy been modified for our convenience? Yes, so the wind and water energy has been modified, okay, for our convenience. Okay, yes, how? The answer is that the traditional use of wind energy means the energy of the moving air that was used very long ago has been modified by using windmills, okay, and that of water by constructing hydroelectric power plants. Hydroelectric power plants means a dam has been constructed, and that kinetic energy of the water, okay, falling from the dam is used to generate electricity. So in this way, the wind energy and this water energy has been modified. Next question: what kind of mirror, concave, convex or planes would be best suitable for use in a solar cooker? Yes, so we can use any of the three mirrors now, like plane mirror, okay, concave, maybe concave or convex. So what kind of mirror we should use? Sure, so these three mirrors are very common. So the answer is that concave mirror is the best suited for use in a solar cooker. Yes, okay, concave mirror because it concentrate all the rays falling on it to a point, right? So this is due to the reason that the concave mirror reflects and concentrate solar energy from over a large area into a small area. Such a mirror is called solar concentrator. Solar concentrator, they are known as. Now one more question: what are the limitations of energy that can be obtained from the ocean? Yes, limitations of energy that can be obtained from oceans, it is here. So the answer is the energy obtained from the ocean is tidal energy. Tidal means, okay, for which very few suitable sites are available for construction of dam, and the power generation, okay, is intermittent and not very large. It is tidal energy, right? Next, it is now wave energy, where power output is, okay, viable, okay, and the presently available technologies are very expensive. Next is the ocean thermal energy, where the conservation, okay, conversion efficiency is low. Conversion efficiency is low, about 3 to 4%, and a lot of capital investment required. Okay, so these are the limitations of this ocean energy obtained from ocean. One more question: what are the advantages of nuclear energy? Look at the answer. The advantages of nuclear energy: to produce a certain amount of energy, the mass of nuclear fuel, uranium-235 isotope, okay, required is extremely small. Means a small amount of uranium produces a very large amount of energy. Okay, so in a nuclear power plant, the nuclear fuel supplies energy over a long span of time. It is, so in a nuclear power plant, the nuclear fuel supplies energy over a long span of time. Means, yes, so means they supply energy for a long time. It is here. So this is all about, okay, question answers regarding the exercise sources of energy. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you.